A lot of what I've seen from popular bodybuilders and posts on Instagram right now is how to maintain your muscle during quarantine, which implies that it is nearly impossible to build muscle right now because gyms aren't open. To me, this is total BS, and I personally have been gaining muscle faster than ever. And there's a few key reasons as to why this is happening that I want to go over that you can apply to your muscle building routine. What's going on, everybody? My name's Cole Hastings. If you're new to my channel, it's all about building your body and mind through a plant-based diet, as well as personal development topics, so consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss a video. Super excited. I'm about to move into a new apartment. There's gonna be tons of new content there, and it's just gonna change up the flow of this content a little bit. I'm so excited to finally move out of here. Wouldn't have been possible without you guys, so thank you for that. Just wanted to mention that those different types of content are coming soon. All right, let's get into it. First off, the first reason that I've been gaining muscle faster than ever is because of my established workout routine. Now, before quarantine, I had just started doing full body workouts, and I decided to transform these workouts into at home because, you know, I had to, and I'd say they've been working even better at home. I highly recommend that you switch to full body workouts during quarantine, during this time, and here's why. Firstly, the frequency. I am hitting my muscles much more times per week than I was in the past if I was doing like push-pull legs or something like that. Now, this applies more so to advanced bodybuilders than beginner lifters, but it still works for both. So before, with those push-pull legs or upper lower, I was only hitting each muscle group like 2 times a week. Now I'm hitting each muscle group 4 times or maybe even 5 times a week. And this can have an incredible impact on your gains. The only setback from full body workouts, I would say, is that overtraining is easier because, you know, you're not giving your muscles as much time to rest. Sometimes I'll really just go like back to back to back with workouts because I just don't feel that sore. And then because I've hit my muscle groups so much, I just end up overtraining, and then I usually have to take a couple of days off. So just be wary of that. Listen to your body. If you are too sore, if you're feeling fatigued and your workouts just aren't going as well, take a day or 2 off. Listen to your body, guys. Rest is obviously crucial, but again, the frequency that you're hitting each muscle group is so important. It's good to push yourself to new limits every time by kind of overtraining, like training when you're sore. I believe that is actually pretty beneficial, but most of the time, guys, just relax, just recover. Now, you might be saying, wait a minute, Cole, we want to get stronger. We want progressive overload. Isn't that going to be harder if we're hitting our muscles more times each week because they have less time to rest? Well, yes, progressive overload does have its place, but I was highly undervaluing the frequency of how many times you're hitting each muscle group a week. And this is essentially, you could essentially call this a form of progressive overload. Another reason why full body workouts are so effective is because you really have to make each exercise count. With push-pull leg splits, with stuff like that, you can hit each muscle group with like 5 different exercises, some isolation exercises in there. But if you tried to do that with full body workouts, your workout would go on forever. So you really have to make each exercise count. So what does that mean? It means that pretty much every single exercise you do for a full body workout has to be a compound exercise. Compound exercises are those exercises that require you to use more than one muscle group to perform that lift. So examples of this are like push-ups, dips, planks, pull-ups. These are all working more than one muscle group. And compound exercises are the exercises that make up at least 80%, probably even more, of your results in the gym. So when you're forced to focus on compound exercises only, and you do so many compound exercises in one day, that will allow you to build muscle much quicker. And not only that, but it will boost your testosterone even more, like a lot more. Sorry, I just burped there. A lot more than isolation exercises. And obviously, testosterone is very crucial to muscle growth as well. I'm not counting out push-pull leg splits and upper-lower splits as being just as effective as the full body workouts, but I think for quarantine especially, full body workouts can really give you your highest potential for maximum muscle gain. I cannot wait to tell you guys the third reason why I've started gaining muscle faster. You're gonna be like, what? That's making him gain muscle quicker? That doesn't even make sense. But first, we're gonna get into the second reason. And the second reason is because restaurants have been closed. Yes, I genuinely think that this is a reason because, well, my diet has been cleaner and I've had to focus on the foods that really maximize muscle recovery and growth only. That's pretty much like all I have in my house. Now listen up, I'm gonna go into detail about how you should be eating vegan, of course, to build muscle. First up, you want to seriously load up on carbs. That means 45 to 55% of your calories, maybe even more, should be coming from carbs in your diet. And they should consist of healthy whole carb sources. And the reason being is because carbs are the preferred source of energy for your body. It has been shown time and time again in numerous studies that when athletes eat a high carb, high protein diet as opposed to a high fat, high protein, or high fat, low protein diet, they have more endurance and much better strength output. In a sense, carbs are as important as protein because they are going to determine how well your workout goes and how quickly you recover. I've said it many times before and I'll say it many times again, do not neglect carbs. Now that leaves the question, what types of carbs should you be eating? You want to eat primarily complex carbs. These are the carbs that are digested slowly and slowly release energy throughout the day and throughout your workout. And examples of this are brown rice, whole wheat pasta, all types of fruits, oats, buckwheat, quinoa, and sprouted bread. There's a lot more that I'm not saying here, but those are like my go-to. Oh, also potatoes. Potatoes are super good. And then you want to have some good healthy green veggies in there, like cruciferous vegetables like kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. These are loaded with antioxidants, which are also very crucial for speeding up muscle recovery. And then of course, the holy grail, protein, even though, like I said, carbs and protein are both super important. Now, here is what I suggest in all my videos when I talk about protein. You should be eating at least 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight if you are trying to build muscle. And to do that on a vegan diet, always include one of these high protein sources in every meal you eat. And these sources are tempeh, tofu, seitan, textured vegetable protein, plant-based protein powder, or edamame. Again, there's like probably a lot more high protein sources that I'm not going over. Legumes also, like lentils, are the highest. All of those, you should be eating some sort of them with every meal. And lastly, fats. Now, I wouldn't say that fats are as important as carbs and protein, but they're still pretty important. They balance hormones. They allow you to absorb vitamins better. I don't believe in like totally low fat diets. I think everybody should be eating a decent amount of fat. And the healthy fats that I recommend are nuts, seeds, avocados, and tahini. And now for that third reason that I have been gaining muscle faster than ever. It's actually because a couple months ago, I started to do nofap. If you're not familiar with nofap is, which you probably are because it's like huge on the internet right now, it is basically abstaining from jacking off and from watching porn. And I know you wish this wasn't true right now because we're in quarantine, we can't go out and see people, and that's probably like the only option you have as a getaway to, you know, your sexual desires, but really, you gotta stop yourself from doing it if you want that maximum muscle potential. Whether you're a boy or a girl, this applies to both. But nofap has been incredible for me, and it's really popular right now for a good reason. Now let me explain why this relates to muscle growth, and most of these things apply more to guys than girls, but some of it does apply to girls. First off, when you masturbate, you're essentially pushing energy out of your body. So when you've been doing this for a decent amount of time, you'll have more energy, and when you have more energy, when you go to do your workout, you'll have a better work output, and therefore it will be easier for you to accomplish progressive overload. And that's the reason that applies to both girls and guys. And the next one that applies to just guys is simply because you will have more testosterone. When you keep your white stuff in you, I think I can use that, you know, that's a YouTube term. I don't want to get demonetized here, but when you keep that in you, you are increasing the amount of testosterone in your body, more so than you usually have. And obviously that is one of the most critical things to muscle growth. I've gone over it and it's the truth, guys. And other things that people have experienced from nofap that will improve workouts is actually improved sleep, which I found really interesting. And obviously I've preached so much in previous videos. I made a whole video about how important sleep is for muscle growth. And also nofap gives you just like a newfound sense of confidence. You know, after like the post-nut syndrome, you just feel like a crappy person. Like you look into the black screen and you're like, what did I just do? You lose that. You get your confidence back up. Having more testosterone makes you naturally more confident. And when you're confident, when you go into that workout, you got that mindset. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna kill this today. I got this. I got progressive overload. episode, I got being stronger today, and you're more likely to hit a PR, to lift more, to have more energy. When you're confident, your life improves in like every single way, and that's what nofap can do for you. You're saying to your muscles, you know what? You guys are freaking gonna grow because I'm doing nofap, I'm confident, and then they will grow. It sounds like woo-woo stuff, but like your mentality in muscle growth and just knowing that you will build muscle, having confidence that you will build muscle, will allow you to build more muscle. It sounds crazy, but like your mentality is linked to your physical body. So your mentality can have a huge effect on how your physical body appears, how you appear, and how you carry yourself, which is obviously important too. So give these 3 things a try and let me know how it goes. If you did learn something and you enjoyed this video, leave a like for me, helps out my channel, and it costs you nothing just to tap the like button. So thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching till the end. Also, if you watch till the end, you obviously care about building muscle a lot. So thank you so much for that. You're a G, and you are gonna build muscle if you apply these steps. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you guys later. See ya in the next video.